Good morning, dear students. How are you? I hope everything is fine. This is our last unit for this year, Unit 9, Big and Little. I hope you enjoyed these lessons. I will miss you. I hope we will meet again, inshallah. Let's start our unit, page 118. Now, if you look at this, you can find that this is a picture of school, a building like school, and the school from the outside. This is Mark's school and this is Sophia schools. You have to listen to the interview with Mark and Sophia and then answer the questions here. Why does Mark like his small school? Why does Sophia like her big school? Which do you like better, small schools or big schools, and why? So you have to answer. First, you have to answer these questions, then you answer about yourself. Which one do you like, big school or small schools? Next page. Who said each of these sentences, Mark or Sophia? So here you have to listen again to the same recording, which I will send you, and then you are going to tell me who said each sentence. So you have to listen carefully. When children are only 5 years old, a big school can be quite scary. At my school, everyone knows everyone else. There is not much space to play football. It can be very noisy sometimes. There is lots of space to run around. Listen and talk. Listen to Mark and Sophia again. Answer the questions below. Now here we have another recording for Sophia and Mark, and then we will answer the questions down. Why does Mark like big screens? Why does Sophia like small screens? Which do you like better, big or small screens, and why? So here also you have to answer about yourself. We will do the talk in the Zoom lesson, but here you have to listen and to answer. Let's go to the next page. Read and listen to learn about robots today and robots in the future. Now here, if you have a look here, you can see that we have two robots. And we have here also two robots. Let's start with robots that explore. Robots can go to places where it is hard for people to go. They can take photos, they can measure things, or they can collect samples for scientists to study. Robots with wheels have explored the moon and the planet Mars. Some robots have gone deep in the ocean to explore plants and animals that live there. They have looked for old ships on the ocean floor. Robots can go into dangerous places like burning buildings or buildings that have fallen down. They search for people to rescue. Some of these robots look like snakes. Others look like spiders. Each robot has a light and a camera, so it can send information to the rescuers. Scientists are now building tiny flying robots the size of a bee. These robots are designed to explore small spaces where bigger robots can go. So here we have an introduction about the robots. So some robots can take photos. Some robots go to the moon. to the surface of the moon, to planet Mars. We have different shapes of robots, the shape of a snake, the shape of a fly, and some of these robots can go in the burning buildings. Why? Because they can give a signal to rescue people from burned buildings. So we can use robots in different situations. Robots in hospitals. In hospital, robots help doctors do operations inside a patient's body. A doctor sits at a computer and shows the robot what to do. The robot arms hold tiny tools and lights. The tiny tools can reach places that the doctor's hands can't reach, like inside a patient's brain. Together, the robot and the doctor make an excellent team. So as you see, if we can use it to surgery in the hospital, the robot can be very helpful to the doctor because the arm of the robot can reach places the doctor can't reach. So human beings, people, and robots can make excellent team. Robots at home. Have you ever thought about living with a robot? Scientists in Japan have built a robot that looks like a child in a space shot. Scientists want the robot to be a helper for people who are old in wheelchairs. Right now, the robot can understand some spoken instructions. It can walk, climb stairs, turn on the light, open doors, and carry things. What do robots look like? Some robots, other robots. So you have to describe how robots look like. Remember, in the first paragraph, we spoke about the shape of robots. Find some things robots can do that humans can't do. You have to tell me what are the things that the robot can do while humans can't do. Okay? With your partner, write 4 questions about the text, and you have your partner to answer these questions. You can prepare this and we can do it during the Zoom lesson. Let's go to the next page. We have a poem about a pizza the size of the sun. I'm making a pizza the size of the sun, a pizza that's sure to weigh more than a ton, a pizza too massive to pick up and toss, pizza resplendent with oceans of sauce. I am topping my pizzas with mountains of cheese, with acres of peppers, pimentons, and peas, with mushrooms, tomatoes, and sausage galore, with every last olive they had at the store. Okay, I need you to continue the poem if you want to record it, and then you have to answer the questions here. Draw and write about your own one-of-a-kind pizza. What will you put on your pizza? How big will your pizza be? How long will it take to bake your pizza? Who will you share your pizza with? Okay, so I want you to do this. Okay, now, page 124. Look at the very small animal in the fact file. This fact file, we have 2 animals, and we have some information about these animals, 2 groups of animals, sorry, big animals and small animals. Let's read the fact file. Very big animals. Giraffe, 5 meter tall, weighs 1,000 kilogram African elephant, 3 meter tall, weighs 5,000 kilogram. Camel, 2 meter tall, weighs 600 kilogram. And here the small animals, we have a dart frog, 1 centimeter long, weighs 2 grams. Mouse lemur, 6 centimeter long, weighs 45 grams. Hedgehog, 25 centimeter long, weighs 500 grams. You have to answer these questions from the fact file. The hedgehog is the longest. How long is it? Okay. Which is the lightest? How much does it weigh? Now here we are looking at the small animals, okay? Very small animal. Which is lighter, the mouse lemur or the dart frog? Now look at the picture of the very big animals in the fact file and answer the question. You also need to answer these questions, so you have to answer these 5 questions. Look at the pictures of containers A to D. We have container A, B, C, and D, and as you see, we have different shapes of the containers. And here this boy is going to fill these containers with liquid or with water. Which container is the tallest? Which is the shortest? Let's do the first one. So the tallest is, as you see, container C. So container C is the tallest. Which one is the shortest? Container A. So you write container A is the shortest. And then you continue with the rest. You have the widest. Wide, it means we are speaking about this. It's wide. The wide of the book, the wide of the page of the book. So